Namaste everyone. So in the previous video we started a new topic, that is surface areas and volumes, and we summarized all the formula of 2D figures and 3D figure, and we started exercise 13.1 till question number 5 we completed. So today let me start this video with question number 6 from exercise 13.1. So be ready with your textbooks, all of you. Question number 6 he has given: a medicine capsule is in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispherical stuck to each of its ends. Means from here to here it is, you can see the diagram. This is a capsule which is made up of cylinder and two hemispheres are attached at both the ends. So and he has given the full length of the capsule. The full length of the capsule he has given as 14 mm. So from this edge to this edge, the full length of the capsule is given 14 millimeter. And the diameter of this capsule is given 5 mm. So he is asking, find its surface area. Means I have to find the full surface area of the capsule. So when you observe the capsule, what part of the cylinder can be seen from your eyes? I said already in the previous video, whenever you find the area, whenever you come across with the area concept, you have to see the object. So whichever part you can look it, then that will be considered as the area. So here the cylindrical top, if I take this as a cylinder, so this circular part and this circular part cannot be seen because I am seeing the capsule from outside. So this part cannot be seen. So then what I have to consider for cylinder? I have to consider CSA of cylinder. Only the cylindrical surface, that is curved surface area of the cylinder, can be seen from your eyes. So only the CSA of the cylinder is considered. And hemisphere, when you see this side is hemisphere and this side is hemisphere. Hemisphere also, this circle cannot be seen. So that is blocked inside. So only the CSA part of the hemisphere is seen. So how many hemispheres you have? 1 and 2. So 2 hemispheres CSA can be seen and 1 cylinder CSA can be seen. So what will be the area of the capsule? Yes, area of the capsule equals to CSA of cylinder plus 2 times the CSA of hemisphere, or you can write 1 sphere. Directly you can write 2 times the CSA of hemisphere. It is understood it is 1 sphere. So you can write 1 sphere or you can write 2 times CSA of hemisphere. Now tell me, for cylinder CSA I need what? Radius and height. What is the formula? 2 pi RH. So I need R and H. So if you just look at this, diameter is given 5 mm. So diameter of the hemisphere and diameter of the cylinder both are same. So when diameter is 5 mm, what will be the radius? 5 by 2 mm. So I got the radius of hemisphere. For CSA of hemisphere, what we need? CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. So we need radius. So we got the radius from diameter. And for CSA of cylinder, we need radius and height. But height is from this to this. From here to here is the height. But we have full height of the capsule, full length of the capsule. So how to find the height of the cylinder? You can just look at the diagram. This is the full length of the capsule. If I subtract this r and this r, that is 2r, full length of the capsule minus 2 radius, if I subtract, I get the height, that is length of the capsule. So cylinder, for cylinder also radius is 5 by 2 meter, and height of the cylinder or length of the cylinder, how will you find? 14 minus 2r. 2r is nothing but what? Diameter. So 14 minus diameter is given 5. 14 minus 5, 9 mm. So we got radius of the hemisphere, radius and cylinder is also same, and we got the height of the cylinder. Now let us find the surface area of the capsule. Surface area of the capsule is CSA of cylinder plus 2 times the CSA of hemisphere. So what is CSA of cylinder? 2 pi RH plus 2 into, what is CSA of hemisphere? 2 pi r square. Now in this you don't substitute directly because r and pi is repeated in both the cases. So take common. So what is common? 2 pi r is common. After taking common, in the first term, what is left out? H is left out plus. In the second term, 2r is left. Now substitute. 2 into pi is 22 by 7. Radius is 5 by 2 into h is 9 plus 2 into 5 by 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled here. Here also 2 and 2 gets cancelled. 22 into 5 is what? 110 divided by 7. 9 plus 5 is 14. 7 ones are 7 twos are 14. So 110 into 2 is 220 millimeter square is the area of the given capsule. So once again I am repeating, whenever question is regarding area concept, just you observe the block. It may be any 3D figure combination. You have to observe, see the area. Like here I can see the CSA part of the cylinder and I can see the CSA part of the hemisphere. So this is very important. Again, when you go to volume, so it is different. So when I go to volume, volume of the cylinder plus 2 times volume of the hemisphere. So when you learn the next exercise, that is volume concept, and when you compare, you can understand what is the difference. Now let us move to next question, question number 7. So given a tent is in shape of a cylinder. You can see this is a tent. Tent is in a shape of a cylinder surmounted by a conical top. So on the top there is a cone and the base is cylinder. If the height of the diameter of the cylinder, height and diameter of the cylinder are 2.1 and 4 meter. Means height is 2.1 meter and the diameter is 4 meter. And given the slant height of the cone is 2.8 meter. I already told you this is the height and this is the slant height. L is 2.8 meter. And given also find the cost. We have to find the area of the canvas used for making the tent. First question is I have to find how much area of canvas I need to make this tent. That is first question. And the second question is find the cost of the canvas for the tent at the rate of rupees 500 per meter square. So in the bracket he has given, note that base of the tent will not be covered with a canvas. Means this inside part, the base of this tent is not covered with a canvas. So once let me explain you by showing a model. You can see this is the base. The base is cylinder and the top is cone. And clearly as given in the bracket that base you are not covering with a canvas. So inside it is a like ground. So on the ground a tent is there. So here also, and one more thing you can see, this circular part also you cannot see. That is the top of the cylinder and the base of the cone are coincided like this. So now to find the area of this tent, that is area of canvas to make this tent, which part of this tent can be seen from your eyes? Once you just concentrate this, already has given that base of the tent is not covered with a canvas. So which is covered with a canvas? This cylindrical part, that is lateral surface area, curved or curved surface area. This curved surface area is covered with the tent and the curved surface area of the cone is also covered with the canvas. So now canvas is used to cover the CSA of cylinder and the CSA of the cone. Now let us go for the formula. What is CSA of cylinder? 2 pi RH. What is CSA of cone? Pi r L. Now let us see whether all the whatever we need, the data is there or not in the question. So given diameter, and when you observe that the diameter of the cone and the diameter of the cylinder both are same because it is mounted on a cylinder. Both are same. So diameter is 4 meter, radius becomes 2 meter, and for cone also radius is 2 meter. And for cylinder CSA we need 2 pi RH. H is given directly in the question, 2.1 meter. And to find CSA of cone we need pi RL. R is there, L is also given, 2.8 meter. Note that here H is not required. For finding CSA, H is not required. So what he has given already, everything is given, no need to find any dimension. So we can go with the area. So now area of canvas required equals to CSA of cylinder, that is cylindrical part CSA plus CSA of the cone. So what is CSA of cylinder? 2 pi RH plus pi r L. Take pi r common. So 2H is remaining plus L is remaining. Substitute. Pi is 22 by 7 into radius is 2. In the bracket 2 into height is what? 2.1 plus L is 2.8. Now 22 by 7 into 2, and when you simplify all this in the bracket, 2.1 into 2 is what? 4.2 plus 2.8. So overall when you add we get 7. So 7 and 7 gets cancelled. 22 twos are 44 meter square. Now, he has given in the question that for 1 meter square cost is 500 rupees, and we have to find the cost of the full canvas. Whatever we used, the area of the canvas is 44 meter square. For this, what is the amount? So the cost of canvas is 44 into 500. That is 22,000 rupees is required to make that tent. Next question is question number 8. Given from a solid cylinder. So listen carefully. From a solid cylinder whose height, what is the height of the cylinder? 2.4 meter and diameter 1.4 meter. A conical cavity of same height and same diameter is hollowed out. Means you are removing a conical cavity from the wooden block. So, and he has given same diameter is hollowed out. Find the total surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. So, before I explain this question, let me explain the difference between the previous question and this question. So, in the previous question you already completed, there was a conical tent made up of conical tent, which is a conical part is surmounted on a cylindrical part, and in the last question he has given that you have to neglect the base, means the base is not covered with the canvas. So we took CSA of this and CSA of this. Imagine the tent is made up of a canvas, but here I am showing with a block which is solid, that is wooden block. Now if this question is, imagine that from this cylinder a conical cavity is made of same diameter and same height. So if you take the height of the cone should be same and the diameter of the cone should be same as cylinder, and you have to make a cavity inside the block which is a solid. So imagine it is not hollow, which is a solid. You are removing a conical part, means the base remains as it is. Imagine children, the base remains as it is when you do a conical cavity. Now the cavity is done inside the cylinder. Once imagine what you can see from this solid. So you can see the cylindrical, that is CSA of the cylinder you can see, and you can see the base also. But whereas in the previous question base is not covered with a canvas, but here in this wooden block only you are removing the cavity. When you remove the cavity, the base remains as it is. You are removing the cavity, that's all. So the base is made up of a wood or anything which is a solid. So the base remains as it is because the conical cavity is inside. So this base also I should take CSA of cylinder plus CSA of area of circle. CSA of cylinder plus area of circle plus one more thing you have to add. What is that? Conical cavity. What part of the conical you can see? You can see the hollow cone because you have done a cavity. So in that hollow cone, what you can see? You can see the CSA of cone. Once you can do an experiment. Here I don't have any hollow objects here. You can take a cylindrical glass, take a cylindrical steel glass. In that you put a conical paper which is of same height and same diameter. And once you observe, what you observe? You can see the base of the glass as it is. There won't be a hole for the glass. Base is as it is. And the CSA of the glass you can see. And when you bend inside the glass, you can see the conical part. That is CSA of the cone you can see. I said already, whichever part you can look from your eyes, that you have to consider as an area. So in the previous question, we have not taken this. Pi r square we have not included. We took only 2 pi rh plus pi rl. And one thing you remember children, in case of area, we are adding here. And when suppose if the same question is asked for volume. So I don't want to confuse you by area and volume, because next exercise you are going to learn about volume. Same diagrams I can ask you what is volume. So this is about area. If I ask, this is a general question, if I ask how to find the volume of this block. So volume of solid minus volume of cone, because I am removing cone from the solid. So whenever volume concept comes, minus comes because you have made a cavity inside the cylinder. But when area comes, you are adding. Whatever part you can see from your eyes, that should be added. So only in 4th or 5th question I explained you, there one subtraction I explained you, because down was a cubical part and the top was a hemisphere. The corners were extra. So there we subtracted area of circle. Other than that, if the diameter of the one block and the diameter of the other block are same, nothing is subtracted. Here we are adding in case of area. So now, for area of this remaining solid, why he is telling remaining solid? Because you are removing a conical cavity. So from the remaining solid, which part you can see the CSA? So CSA of cylinder, that is 2 pi RH, plus area of circle, because circle can be seen, plus CSA of cone. So now let us see whether we have all the dimensions. Cylinder diameter is given 1.4, radius will become 0.7, and he has mentioned the diameter of the cylinder and the diameter of the cone is same. Then the radius also will become same. And also has mentioned that height of the cone and height of the cylinder are also same. So what is height of cylinder? 2.4. Height of the cone is also 2.4. So what is area of remaining solid? CSA of cylinder plus area of circle. Again and again I am telling you why you are taking area of circle, because this is not hollow. You are done cavity inside. So this remains as it is. So area of circle plus this part. Instead of seeing like this, you see in this way with a hollow cone. So pi RL is the CSA of cone. Now for this we need L. L is not given in the question. That is slant height is not given. So let me find what is the relationship between L, H and R. L square equal to H square plus R square. So L equals to root of H square plus R square. What is H? 2.4 whole square plus R is 0.7 whole square. Multiply 2.4 twice, 0.7 twice and add it. We get 6.25. We get 625 actually. But point here after one decimal, point after one decimal. After we get 6.25. Be careful here, addition and taking square. So when you already know that 625 is a perfect square. 625 is which square of a number? 25. 25 is a 625. So 25 is the square root of 625 and point is from right hand side after one decimal. L equals to 2.5 meter. Now 2 pi RH is the CSA of cylinder. Pi r square is the area of circle, because you can see this part, and pi RL is the CSA of cone. So pi r is common in all the three terms. Remaining 2h plus r plus L. Substitute 22 by 7 into 0.7 into 2 into 2.4 plus 0.7 plus 2.5. So multiply this 2.4 into 2 is multiply, you get 4.8 plus add these two, we get 3.2. Cancel 7 ones are 7, 0.1s are. 22 into 0.1 is what? 22 ones are 22. 0.1 decimal. So you have to put 2.2. And add this 2, we get 8. So 2.2 into 8 is 17.6 centimeters square is the area of the remaining solid. What he has given? Area of remaining solid means you have done a conical cavity. Be careful. This question and the previous question is a little difference, because there the base of the cylinder is not covered with a canvas and here base is there as it is. This base is as it is there. But here it is hollow. Imagine the block, the base is there with wood. If it is made up of wood, wood will be there. So that's why you are considering pi r square. So first till here, whatever you see the block, arrange, write the data, collect the data for both the shapes, and writing this formula is very, very important. After that you will get the calculation. So this part try to do very carefully so that you get a correct answer. Last question of this exercise, that is question number 9. Given a wooden article was made, and here in this textbook, NCERT book, diagram is given, but maximum 99% diagrams will not be given. So make sure that you understand how to draw the diagram. A wooden article was made by scooping out a hemisphere from each end of the solid cylinder as shown in the figure. Given height of the cylinder is 10 cm and the radius of the base is 3.5 cm, find the total surface area of the article. So exactly this article I may not explain clearly, but here you can imagine this. This is a cylindrical wooden article, wooden block. With this block, you are making one article. So what is that article? The article you are scooping means one hemisphere you are scooping top and also one hemisphere you are scooping down. Scoop means what? Removing the wooden part which is in the shape of hemisphere. So understood, I hope. There is a cylindrical block which is made up of wood. In this, you are removing the hemispherical scoop from top and bottom. So when you remove the scoop from both the ends, hemispherical scoop, the block looks like this. And he is asking, find the total surface area of this article. Once imagine. So I said already, again and again I am repeating, in case of area, subtraction comes only when the base of the one solid and base of the another solid are different. Suppose if the base of the one solid is circle and the base of another solid is a rectangle or a square, then you have to do subtraction concept, which we did in question number 4 and 5 of this exercise. But remaining all the questions, if you observe, I am adding. Why I am adding? Because the two blocks diameter is same. When the diameter is same, nothing is extra. Means extra part you cannot see. So that's why we are adding. But when you go for volume, so some same question if you go for volume, just think, because every question you have to compare with volume and area. Then only you can understand. So when area comes, first let us discuss with area and then go for volume. So when area comes, imagine that this is a cylindrical part. When you scooping you just think later. First of all you see what part of the cylinder can be seen from the eyes. So that is CSA. That is curved surface area of the cylindrical part can be seen. And can you see the circle? No, because scoop has done. That is when hemisphere is scooped out. So this circle cannot be seen. Similarly, this circle cannot be seen because there is one hemisphere. So what part of the cylinder can be seen? Only curved surface area. So I have taken CSA of cylinder. Plus, remember always in area we are adding. Only leaving question number 4 and 5. There are two different questions. Concentrate more. Question number 4 and 5 of this exercise are very, very important, because in area 99% we add the area of the blocks, but there we subtracted. Why I had told already reason. The base of the two solids are different. So here I am adding. See, scoop is made. Once you imagine there is a hemispherical scoop, hemisphere will be, this is a hemisphere. When you do a hemispherical scoop, you remember this circular part cannot be seen because it is hollow. So only the curved surface area of the hemisphere is seen. Similarly down, this circular part of the hemisphere is not seen, that is top will not be seen because it is hollow hemisphere. So in hollow hemisphere, when you peep and see the article, what part you can see? You can see only curved surface area of the hemisphere. How many times you can see? 2 times. Okay. So this is 1 and this is 2. 2 scoops are made. So 2 CSA of hemisphere can be seen. So what is total surface area of the article now? CSA of cylinder plus 2 times CSA of hemisphere. Or you can write 1 sphere. Now for hemisphere we need radius and for cylinder we need radius and height. So height is given already 10 centimeter. Height is given 10 centimeter and radius is given 3.4. Note it. Radius of the cylinder and radius of the hemisphere is same because you are scooping from the cylindrical block. So radius is 3.5. Here also radius is 3.5 and height is 10. So let us start the finding area of an article. TSA, that is total surface area of an article, is CSA of cylinder plus 2 CSA of hemisphere, which can become a sphere also. What is CSA of cylinder formula? 2 pi RH plus 2 into 2 pi r square. 2 pi r if you take common in the bracket, h plus 2r is remaining. Substitute 2 into 22 by 7 into 3.5 in the bracket, 10 plus 2 into 3.5. So cancel. 7 5s are 35, but point is there. So 7 0.5 is a 3.5. Now 2 into 22 is 44. 0.5 write as it is. And be careful whenever you have a decimals, multiply properly, put a decimal point. 35 2s are 70. When you put a point, it becomes 7.0. So 10 plus 7.0 is nothing but 17. So you get 17. Multiply 44 into 0.5 into 17, we get 374 centimeter square is the area of the total article. So with this, we completed first exercise 13.1 where you had 9 questions. So out of 9 questions, question number 4 and question number 5 are little different. Concentrate those 2 questions because they are very important. So try to understand, differentiate whichever wooden block you take and whichever wooden block you find the area. At the same time, if you try to find the volume, then you can understand what is the difference between area of the combination of two or three blocks or volume. So only you understand when you compare area concept and volume concept. So little I have explained the volume concept also here, and the next exercise 13.2 is totally based on volume. There we can compare or understand the difference between area and the volume of any blocks which are given in the question. I hope everyone are following. So with this I end the session. Thank you.